I was taking a walk on the mountain road in the middle of the night. Since I usually do mostly desk work, I can't exercise very often. So, at night, after work is done, I took a walk along a nearby mountain path. The road is well maintained because it's used a lot, so bears and boars are also afraid of humans and do not come out. For me, this evening walk was a nice recreation because I could enjoy the moderate upslope and ascent of the plants and trees characteristic of the mountains. Then, one day, as I was taking a walk along the mountain path as usual, I heard a woman screaming from somewhere. That had never happened before. I stopped walking and looked around because the location is dangerous for women. Usually, the sound comes from one direction, so you know which direction the sound is coming from. For some reason, I couldn't figure out where the screams were coming from. I stood there and thought about what was going on and came up with an idea. Maybe they're surrounding me. That's all I could think of. But that's not possible. There is no other mountain road in the world, much less deep in mountains. In other words, it meant the woman crying out loud was in the mountain bushes. To begin with, it is impossible to surround me with only one kind of female scream. When I realized this, I was terrified and wanted to stop running right now. However, I thought that this would stimulate something that is creating this strange phenomenon and make the situation worse. So I decided after all this time to pretend I don't hear this voice and get out of this mountain. I did not turn back the way I came, but moved my feet forward in the usual manner. As much as possible, I moved my feet as usual and tried to be as calm as I could. But someone's scream seemed to be getting closer and closer. Gradually, but clearly, the scream was getting louder than it had been a few moments earlier. With each louder scream, the possibility of hoping it was just my imagination was crushed. By now, it is probably within a 10-meter radius around me. That's how close the unidentifiable thing is to me. Still, I headed for the exit of the mountain road at my usual pace as best I can, even though I was soaking my pants. When I lost my usual sensation and was no longer certain how far I had walked, I finally saw the exit of the mountain road. The unidentifiable thing did not seem to come closer than a 10-meter radius, and by the time I reached the exit of the mountain road, it seemed to have left into the mountains with a distant scream. After that day, I stopped taking walks on the mountain paths and began to avoid them. If you recognize this mountain road, please pay attention.